You should not throw stones if you live in a glass house. Shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. And if you got a glass jaw. Yeah, finish the sentence, y'all. This is just typical political hypocrisy. All this is a sign of jealousy. Let it go, Fox News. Just let it go, State Department. Because jealousy is a weak emotion. Y'all hating on Dennis Rodman? Really? Dennis Rodman? I mean, I honestly think people need to stop being politicians and just be people again. And that's the problem with politics right now, is that our politicians are so removed from the everyday life that the average person goes through that they just don't know what they're talking about most of the time. They can't connect with the real world the way we do. They connect with the world we live in as much as a cartoon character does. You know, they don't even know how much a gallon of milk costs. You know, Dennis Rodman going over to North Korea is doing more than any politician has been able to do in the last couple of decades, and they hate on him. Oh man, they criticize Kim Jong Un for whining and dining Dennis Rodman while people in his country are starving. Why don't we check the unemployment rate right now? You know, why don't we look at the 22% of children in America that are living in poverty? You know, we got Bill Gates, we got Oprah, we got countless millionaires and billionaires that got enough money to feed every starving kid in the country. But we want to bash Dennis Rodman, a basketball player that went broke, was given an opportunity to do some good and make a buck or two while he was at it. Oh my God. Wow. They just hating on him. They just hating on him. This man went over there and did more for peace than any politician that has been voted into power has done in most people's lifetime. With all the energy and money these news stations are putting into bashing Rodman, they could have given someone a job with that money. You know, and these are some of the arguments that I'm reading people say. Wow, North Korean death camps are still in existence. He really did a good job over there, didn't he? Forced labor over there. Don't we still have a prison system where the death penalty exists? You got guys getting tortured, butt fucked, and sometimes by the guards themselves in our prisons, living like animals. You got people getting falsely accused and going to jail. We still have that happening, you know. And I know you can't really compare our jail system with theirs because, you know, it's a different country. And every country's system is different, and we got more money than they do anyway, but we still can't even guard our own people. You know, y'all want to talk about what North Korea putting money into feeding a guest, you know, with or wasting money on this when they could be feeding their people. We got homeless people, ain't got no crib. We got kids starving, but we spending billions of dollars to put sand on a beach. Look it up, people. Look it up. We putting billions of dollars to putting sand on a beach. You know, North Korea is not the only country that's fucked up in the world. It's not. You know, do some reading, do some research, stop watching Fox News, and look at the country you live in. You know, I mean, really, y'all want to bash a leader who just showed a guest a good time? It's fucking hypocrisy, man. Next time you invite your boy, your BFF over to your house, why don't you go outside, walk down the block, and give that homeless man a sandwich? You know, why don't you give him a plate? You know, I mean, really, man, give him a bowl of rice or something. But I know you won't do that. No, no, man, you know you won't do that. When Obama invited the Miami Heat, the NBA, the NFL to the White House, I didn't say, well, why can't he do? Come on, man. Why didn't invite some homeless people and feed them? You know? Oh my God. We do the same shit that motherfucker over there doing. He invited one of his idols over there, showed him a good time, but he's the bad guy. You know? With all the budget cuts we making, we ain't making no jobs. Don't talk about nuclear weapons. Dennis Rodman didn't go over there to talk about nuclear weapons. You know what Dennis Rodman's job is, people? He dribbles a ball. Right? He dribbles a ball. So what the fuck he look like going over and talking about some political shit in the first place, man? You know, I ain't even gonna talk about the nuclear weapon shit. You say what you want to say about that. We got nukes. Almost every country in the world got nukes, but you want to bash them for wanting to have them too. You know, nah, fuck that shit. Don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. We got unemployment. We got kids starving, human trafficking. You know, we need better security for guys serving time in jail, living conditions, a corrupt government. You know, oh my God. Dennis Rodman ain't no fucking politician. He done said it himself. He didn't go over there to talk politics. He went over to talk about ball. And that's why he was invited in. You know, what y'all doing? It's kind of like when a bill collector calls somebody's house. They call your crib and you don't want to answer the phone because you don't want to deal with that bullshit. But when your boy come knock on your door, you're like, yeah, man, come on in, man. Y'all sit down, y'all kick back, y'all have a few beers. That's what they did, man. They did that on a bigger stage, man. Y'all being hypocrites. Y'all want to bash on this bullshit. Ain't nobody talking about politics, man. He went over there to play a damn basketball game. And y'all want to hate on him for that. Why don't y'all hate on Bill Gates instead of building a new Xbox? Why don't y'all tell him to feed some kids, you know? Or all the company that, he evilly took over that y'all like to talk about so much, Nah. Fucking hypocrites, man. It's fucking basketball there, really? Everybody want to bash Rodman. Yeah, Dennis Rodman went over to North Korea, for those of y'all who don't know. Had a good time. Had Kim Jong-un smiling, talking about the Bulls, greatest team ever, and shit. And you got Fox News and shit bashing him, man. I'm sitting here really like, man, come on, really? He goes over there and does some good. Now, if he would have went over there and started World War III, it'd be one thing, but what? He had a good time with a dude. He said, man, you a good dude. Like you would any other person you go and have a good time with. And y'all bash him for it. Nah, man. I'm a Rodman supporter. He went over there and he played ball. That's what he does.